The second user of One for All is Kudo. Kudo's given quirk known as Gear Shift allowed him to manipulate the speed at which things accelerate through space. However, his quirk had limited power, allowing him only to launch small projectiles faster than a bullet, something All for One compared to a pea shooter. Despite this, Kudo was the leader of a resistance movement against All for One during the peak of his power, doing whatever was necessary to fight back, even if it meant taking the lives of those who stood in their way. He initially had plans to kill Yoichi as well due to his ties to All for One, but he ultimately had a change of heart and decided to save him instead. Like I mentioned earlier, Kudo accidentally inherited One for All after Yoichi's blood was spilled on him, and he managed to escape All for One with the remaining members of his resistance group. Sometime after Yoichi's death, Kudo starts to feel something unusual in his body, so he asks Bruce to examine him. Bruce discovers that Kudo now has actually 2 meta ability factors within him. Curious to understand the situation, they test a theory about how One for All can be transferred and discover that it must occur through DNA. This marked the first time it was revealed that One for All could be passed on to others. Sometime later, All for One tracks down Kudo to exact revenge for making him kill Yoichi and reclaim his meta ability. He slaughters the entire resistance, leaving only Kudo standing to face him. Despite having One for All and Gear Shift, Kudo still wasn't strong enough to defeat All for One. However, by that time, he had already passed One for All down to Bruce and bought time for his successor to escape. Even on the brink of death, Kudo demonstrated his unwavering resolve by continuing to fight back till the end and die with a smile on his face against the villain who was crying over his brother's death. Even after Kudo's death, All for One's hatred for the man who took his brother away never faded. He hunted down and killed every woman and child Kudo was close to in an attempt to wipe out his entire bloodline.